Hello, I'm Roosevelt, and I want to talk about how I survived COVID-19. This is my first social media video in about 60 days, and my recovery process has come with commitment and discipline. In February, I was hospitalized for 6 days, fighting to live because of my contraction of the virus, COVID-19. Through that bout with COVID-19, I have recovered. And here are some things that I did in my recovery of COVID-19. I focused on being a good patient. I wanted to give my doctors a fair opportunity to read my prior medical history, make a fair assessment of the data that they were seeing in front of them, and prescribe the best medicine regimen to me based on all of that information. I did not take that time to try to become a Google doctor or a COVID specialist. I just wanted to be a good patient. While being in the hospital, I focused on listening to my body. I changed my bedtime to 7 p.m. Daily. I also did not listen to any music or TV or movies or anything at night. I focused on listening to my body. Also, I adapted my life by mandatorily making myself eat 3 times a day. I believed that the food gave my body energy to help fight against the virus that I had contracted. I increased my water intake by 2 times the amount that I was consuming before COVID. I gave myself over to life-giving conversations. So I did not isolate myself from the world, but I opened myself up to engaging in life-giving conversations. When I was released from the hospital, I was breathing on 98% oxygen on my own. The reason I was admitted was because I was only breathing on 80% oxygen. They had placed me on 3 cylinders of oxygen. When I was admitted, my lungs had shrunk, and COVID had produced its own pneumonia. And the mucus from the pneumonia was purposed to either suffocate me because my lungs had shrunk, or choke me in my sleep because my lungs were not expanding. While being in the hospital, I just gave myself an ample amount of time to rest. I relinquished certain duties and roles and responsibilities to focus on my health and make it my priority. When I was released from the hospital, I continued with this regimen because I believed that it was showing great progress in my life. Initially, when I was home, I started back doing cardio. And while I was doing cardio, I could not go as fast as I could before my battle with COVID. Neither could I go the distance that I was accustomed to going before my battle with COVID. But I was determined to recover. So I focused on being consistent. So for 14 days, I was only able to do a 1 mile walk at a casual pace. But I remained consistent those 14 days because while doing the 1 mile walk, I practiced breathing exercises to give my lungs the opportunity to fully expand and contract. After the 14-day period, I increased my distance and I increased my speed. I remained diligent with eating 3 times a day, continuing on with life-giving conversation, as well as monitoring my responsibilities that I had relinquished, making sure that I did not engage in responsibilities sooner than what I needed to engage them. I made living my priority and my focus unapologetically. And my body responds great to an elevated heart rate. Today, I would like to say that I am fully recovered from COVID-19. I feel as though I am at 110%. Today, I am up to doing 4 and 5 miles a day. I feel stronger than I've ever felt before, and I'm able to do wind sprints. I'm able to run distance, and I'm able to start engaging in the life that I had before my battle with COVID. I attribute my success in recovery to sleeping earlier, eating 3 times a day, having life-giving conversations, and making sure that I was not accepting or entertaining too much responsibility too soon and too early. So in total, it's been about 60 days in my recovery, but I feel great. I feel amazing. I feel stronger than I've ever felt before. I know what you're waiting for. You're waiting to hear, what vitamins did I take? Well, after I was released from the hospital, I'd had some important conversations with my doctor. I was not on a strict vitamin regimen post leaving the hospital. What I did is I started drinking a smoothie every day full of various berries because I needed the antioxidants from the berries. And to this very day, I still drink a smoothie every morning packed with different berries in that smoothie, as well as spinach and other green leafy vegetables. I've also included a salad a day to my diet. And I believe that these inclusions have aided in my full recovery. And I want to just take this moment to encourage anyone that may be in a battle with COVID and you need another alternative in your recovery. I want to invite you into choosing to go to bed earlier, engage in life-giving conversations, up your water intake, add berries to your diet, start eating a great salad in your diet, eat more than once a day. I believe that if we give our bodies more time, pay attention to our bodies, that it can assist us in our recovery. This has been an amazing journey for me, and I am just ecstatic that I'm here and I'm able to tell you that I recovered. Being consistent, being disciplined, and being focused on living. Do not push yourself too fast. Pay attention to your body. And everything the doctor tells you is not bad for you. So this is how I recovered, and this is how I've made it through my fight with COVID.